Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today I'm bringing you a Tristana deck. So this is gonna be Tristana with Shurima, so it's Bando City Shurima. And the idea with this deck is pretty straightforward. Shurima gives us access to Absorber, which gives us get Overwhelm on the Tristana, allowing her to push a ton of damage once she's leveled up and gets really stacked up. If you haven't played Tristana before, every time you summon a multi-region ally, she does get +1 power, and that happens even if she's in the deck. And once she's actually on the field and leveled up, she gets +2 for each multi-region ally that you summon, because she gets her regular +1 from her ability, and then she gets an additional +1 and plus impact to the unit that you summon and to herself. So each multi-region ally that you summon becomes a +2, which means that Tristana can get out of control really easily. A lot of other decks took advantage of that in the past with Atrocity. This deck takes advantage of that with Absorber instead. The only reason why Shurima works really well is because on top of Absorber, we have access to Rite of Negetaion, and I'm even playing one Supercharge here because it gives me the Overwhelm, the Spellshield, that allows me to protect and actually, again, push lethal damage with Tristana. The rest of the deck is kind of playing in the midst of like Bando City cards for the most part. You have a lot of multi-region allies, but you also do get some Shurima cards that allow us to kind of stall early on. Stuff like Bird, Linger, and Treasure Seeker are not multi-region allies, but they allow us to kind of stall the opponent out, setting up for a big Tristana. Then you have stuff like Commander and Grandfather Fae, which allows to summon, get a lot of Hungry Owlcats, which are going to be buffing up a Tristana, and also allows to go wide to either chump block or just push a lot of chip damage into the opponent nexus. And then obviously we have the Mayor, Gwendolyn Shepherd, which can get us Overwhelm equipment sometimes, or can get us Scout, and obviously Gnar as our second champion, and Tenor of Terror, which synergize with Tristana, but also can put a lot of pressure on themselves. And then finally, Shurima gives us access to Voice of the Risen. So all those little chump blockers that we have can become a big threat, and we're really easily able to level up our champions. Tristana and Gnar are both probably some of the easiest champions to level up in the game, which again enables our Absorber or our Voice of the Risen to also be enabled almost every single time in every single game. The deck is kind of aggressive, but at the end of the day, it's a combo deck more than anything else. Just save for that big combo turn where you can have Tristana and attack with Absorber and Rite of Negetaion or Spellshield as a backup to just push through anything that the opponent might have. So yeah, but anyways, hope you enjoyed the games coming up soon. If you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LoR videos every single day. I'll see you at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. Enjoy. In this match, we're going against Elites. Ugh. They might have too many big units for us to be able to get through, because our units tend to be pretty small until like later on. I might actually keep... Oh man, I think I need to keep this Rite of Negetaion actually. I might need to keep the Rite of Negetaion. Honestly, I like keeping the Teemo as well. I'm going to keep the whole hand. I like the Rite of Negetaion because I need to be able to beat the champion strength, right? The champion strength is too much of a big deal against us. So we can go here. Hopefully we hit one of the elusives. Then we can go Grandfather Fade. And down to trade here. And down to trade here. Because opponent wants to keep their units alive for their bannerman, right? So let's see what we hit. We hit the Grandfather Fade. I guess we go ahead and go here then. That way we get the Owlcat to be a big chunk. So that allows me to go Owlcat. And then we go Commando, get more Owlcats. That sucks though, because like that one's gonna be big enough to be able to block an Owlcat. So I'm gonna have to just block. I'm gonna have to just see where I can find favorable trades and maybe kind of slowly whittle them down with my elusives. We do have a lot of elusives, which is nice. We can play a second Owlcat. The Bannerman just blows me out here though. We can continue summoning blockers because of the Owlcats being as big as they are. Yeah, so we can kill the Ardent Tracker with the second Owlcat. We can commit for... I think we have to go Grumble Slug. Because it's a unit that I'm willing to sacrifice. Right? So the Grumble Slug is a unit that I'm willing to sacrifice. We can just block here and then take this with a Poké Stick. And that's okay, because we're gonna get multiple Owlcats next turn. We can go commando. We can go commando into double Owlcat on the field. So commando, attack twice. It's the ever Teemo. It's the ever the Teemo. The problem with the Teemo, in my opinion, is that we're not really getting much, right? We can go here and here again, right? We have the Rite of Negetaion. We're just too slow. Unless we get Tristana, we're too slow. Which is a little bit unfortunate. Opponent gets the first Owlcat here out of the way. We'll go ahead and block like this. The Jarvan levels up now, so we also have to worry about leveled up Jarvan, which is tragic for us. So we have to worry about leveled up Jarvan, which is super tragic for us. Yeah, let's go here. Scout? That's pretty good. We have blockers. Obviously, the opponent has the Jarvan. The Jarvan gives the opponent a lot of value. We can block here, there. Opponent has the Garen. Yeah, opponent's gonna have the Garen, which is a big deal. I don't see how we win this. I don't see how we win this because the Garen is gonna be able to level up. Castaway, Looping Telescope. Looping Telescope potentially gives me an out. So we'll go to Teemo. We'll go for the battle commando. Push my 2. And again, we're kind of relying more on the elusives eventually getting us there, which is not gonna be the case. We can survive next turn, and maybe elusives are enough with the scout. You always level up the Garen, right? If you don't do it now, I'm attacking for 5. I don't think I need to do anything else. You always level up the Garen, in my opinion. Really? Then I'm just attacking again. The champion strength is not a threat next turn, and we have blockers for days. We literally have blockers for days. The problem is that I guess the Absolver might get me there next turn. Yeah, opponent goes for the Garen. The Garen is gonna level up on their next attack anyway, so I don't think this is why we Rite of Negation. The Garen is always gonna level up, right? We go Telescope, maybe we get the stun out of the way. Moonsilver. I don't know that I need more blockers, but sure. Yeah, sure. The blocker is the Bomber Twins is the last thing I want to play. Okay, so we have 4 damage next turn. Okay. Remember, we have blockers for all of this, so this is not really gonna do anything to us. Sure. The problem is the elusives. We're gonna have to block the elusives here. Opponent has another Cataclysm. We're gonna have to block with the elusives, right? Because otherwise we're just like losing to the open attack. I guess we're losing to the open attack anyway. I mean, we're losing to the rally anyways, right? We're losing to the rally from Garen regardless. We have 1 out, and it's gonna be us getting Tristana. I like the Alute Travelers. If we get Tristana, we can level her up and enable the Absolver. And there she is. There's one problem. Cataclysm. The one problem here is going to be Cataclysm. We can have enough blockers that we're not scared of dying next turn because the opponent's units are just a lot smaller. So we have enough blockers that I think we're okay for next turn. And then it's just going to be Tristana. So Tristana is 3, Rite of Negation is 4. And Absorber is another 4. So 3, 7, 11. And we'll have 9 plus 3 is going to be 12. So we can go Bomber Twins. Right? Bomber Twins. Opponent even takes 1. We can go Hungry Owlcat. Since we have the Mayor on the field. And again, we need to have 3 plus 4, which is 7, plus another 4, which is 11. And the opponent just loses the game. Never mind. Yeah, opponent just loses the game. That Champion Strength loses the game because they tap out of the Cataclysm. So now we can literally just play the Tristana. And they have Absolver to push the damage that we need. We have to block the Garen. So we want to block in such a way that we make their units as weak as possible. It's not going to matter. Yeah, we just go like this. It's really not going to matter. But now the opponent's down to 4. We play the Absolver on the Tristana. We win the game. Whew, we got there. We got there. A little bit dicey. But that Tristana top deck just completely changes the game. And opponent, and we did get to use that Rite of Negation on the Champion Strength. Just like we said all those turns ago, right? So we go here. We go here. There's the Overwhelm. And that's 20. If the opponent doesn't go for the Champion Strength, I have to play around single combat plus the Cataclysm, right? Opponent will have 2 answers for it, but the moment they go for the Champion Strength, I just know that they have nothing else in their hand that can actually beat us. So, GG's. In this match, we begin against Norra Veigar. They have a lot of removal. I'm hoping that they don't play. I'm hoping that they're not playing Minimorph, right? Minimorph will be really problematic. While I do like the Poké and the Rite of Negation, I'm gonna go ahead and play the Bird first. And I'm gonna try to go wider. I'm gonna try to just go wide. Double Tristana is not bad, right? It does let me kill like a Norra, for example. Let's see what we hit here. If we hit the Teemo, I think it's gonna be really good for us. If we hit the Tristana, that's also not bad for us. We hit the Tristana, which is not bad. I'm gonna attack with the Bird. Again, I want to have the double Tristana for me to do the Buster Shot on like a Norra. Opponent didn't play Norra though, so I guess we'll just go ahead Tristana into... The problem is that we can't do the Tenor unless we kill something with either Tristana or Pokestick. So I really would like to play the double Tristana here. Yeah, I'm losing to Black Spear here. The opponent plays Black Spear. I'm just gonna assume that they don't have Black Spear though. We play around the Haste Spike potentially. Oh, beautiful. So now we can kill it, which enables our Tenor and lets me push more damage next turn. So we can kill this Norra, and we can now play Tenor because Tenor requires us to have killed or have created something, have played something that is created. So now we can go Tenor. Tristana goes all the way up to 4. And my units also have a lot of damage. Battlefizzir does block one of them. Cool. Pokestick or Battlefizzir. If you block this one, yeah, you're gonna lose to the second Tristana. They don't go for it. The Darkness goes to 3, which is a little bit annoying. The opponent decided to take a lot of damage though. We could go Buster Shot plus Pokestick to kill that Veigar. And maybe that's the correct play. If the opponent plays the Darkness here, though... I kind of want to play Pokestick instead to... like, potentially level up Tristana. I want to bait the opponent into committing their Darkness. They're gonna have blockers, so committing Darkness on the Tenor is okay with us. Quietus. Okay, okay. I really need something else. I really need another unit that I can summon here. So I'm gonna go Pokestick first. We don't get another unit, unfortunately. We can beat the Darkness with Tristana level up. Come on, come on. Top deck another unit. Ah, this is frustrating. Because we don't have the level up. We don't have the level up, huh? Ah, we don't have the level up. So the Absorber doesn't do anything. We do 1 here.
Hello, cruel world.
2 here. If we... That's another 2. That's gonna be... So 1, 2, 3, 4. Opponent still goes down to 5. That's almost nothing. That's frustrating. That's frustrating. I think I'm gonna have to save for the second Tristana. I think I'm gonna have the Spellshield for the second Tristana. Yeah, I'm gonna have the Spellshield for the second Tristana because I think that's the way that we're gonna have to go about it. Because we don't have Absorber enabled. So I think I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna let both my units die. Knowing that eventually I can play Tristana into whatever. If the opponent plays the Darkness here, that's okay. Probably want a group shot though, the Acoustician. Ah man, we have so many units, right? We have so many units and we don't draw them. Yeah, the group shot is not gonna matter. The group shot doesn't matter anymore. I'm ending round. Opponent's gonna let that darkness stay even longer. Of course they get lifesteal. Well, they lost that mini-morph. They get the lifesteal. Of course they get lifesteal. Because why wouldn't they, right? Why wouldn't they get lifesteal? That's frustrating. We can level up Tristana. Depending on what we draw here. I think I like the Grandfather Fae. Allows me to level up Tristana as well as be able to summon more stuff here. Yep, cool. Allows me to level up Tristana and be able to like provide her with impact. So we go Grandfather Fae first, right? We keep the second Tristana. I'm kind of scared of like a Vengeance here, so I feel like I have to wait. I have to wait for the second Tristana before she can come down. I'm very scared. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it. Tristana goes to 4. We have Rite of Negation. We have Spellshield. We have Absorber. So Absorber takes us to 10. Haste Spike. This is where the group shot comes into play. Yeah, this is where the group shot comes into play, right? I don't want to take this 3 from Haste Spike because it makes me vulnerable to a Poke Stick. Sharp Sight. All right. So next turn it has to be what? It has to be Absorber. Double Absorber plus Rite of Negation.
Some encouraging words.
Double Absorber plus Rite of Negation. It's better than trying to go for the Supercharge, I think. We could go for the Hungry Alka, but I think I'm kind of making the opponent be able to kill my unit if I go for the Hungry Alka. The Alka is giving an additional 2 damage to Tristana, which might be worth it. So let's say that the opponent blocks with their 3/3. We're dealing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We still have lethal, even if the opponent blocks with the Soldier. The only punish is if the opponent blocks with the Veigar. If the opponent is smart enough and blocks with the Veigar, I think I'm in a big trouble. If the opponent has Minimorph, I lose anyways. They discarded a Minimorph earlier, so I don't think I can play around it. Let's go Alcat. Let's go Alcat. And just guarantee that we don't lose if the opponent blocks with Veigar. So this way we know we don't lose if the opponent blocks with Veigar. Opponent actually tapped out mana? Okay, that's even better for me. Opponent using up their mana means that they're gonna have less mana to be able to deal with this Tristana with double Absorber. They even block with the lifesteal all the way at the end, so we can actually even put the Absolver on this Hungry Owlcat instead. Obviously, we're gonna do it on the Tristana, but that's game. So this is game right here. Opponent has 5 mana, doesn't have Minimorph anymore because they decided to go +2, and we didn't even need the Rite of Negation. There we go. This is where the Absolver with Tristana comes into play so much. I think I would have, like, if you had drawn that other unit that we were looking for, like all those turns ago, I might have gone for the lethal like 2 turns ago, but you know, we were able to kind of save all our resources for just the lethal this turn, so GG. In this match, we're going against Senna and Veigar, so we're going against Darkness. This is rough. I need to keep the Treasure Seeker, I feel like. Or maybe we don't. Honestly, I'm gonna hard mulligan. I think I have enough other low-cost units that I can get something to block the Catalyzer, and I jinx myself. I actually don't have anything to drop the Catalyzer, to block the Catalyzer with. That's actually ridiculous. Considering how many 2-power cards we play in our deck, yeah, this is... Oh, wow. This is actually so sad. Well, I mean, I get punished, right? I get punished for getting greedy. Yeah, cool. I'll give you the Mayor. I'll give you the Mayor. Probably was better to go Grandfather Fate, to be honest. That's actually so frustrating. That's so frustrating. But that's okay. We'll allow it. We'll allow it. What can you do? What can you do? Let's go Gnar. Force the opponent to have like a vengeance if they want to. Catalogs of Regrets. We'll go here. We'll get the trigger. We have the Pokey Stick. Go hard. This is a go hard deck? Okay. We can stun the Catalyzer so that the darkness doesn't go even higher. I think that might be correct. I think it might be correct to stun, because the opponent's gonna get another go hard, right? So they have a way to kill this guy. I think it's correct to stun it. We don't need to commit the Pokey Stick because we can just challenge it next turn. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the Tristana. I know the opponent has a Gohar in their hand. Yeah, there you go. I want to be able to give this Grandfather Fate more power. So I'm gonna go here. We can actually... I guess we can't play the Tenor yet because we haven't played any creative card. Opponent could kill the Tristana before we can actually save her. We do have the Absolver. So if the opponent drew the way to kill Tristana, I think they're in a good spot. Pokey Stick. Okay, so they get another Pokey Stick next turn. So Tristana is gonna die. Tristana is gonna die, but I guess now we can literally play the Absolver instead. Oh, they're gonna just do it now. Really, they're gonna do it now. So they have Quietus and they have... Really? Interesting. I'm gonna play... I know technically it's probably better to play the Tristana first. But I want to bait the opponent into doing something like this to begin with. We can go Tristana one more time. Pack your bags. They actually have the pack your bags already. Alright. That's on me. I knew they had done double Gohar, but they actually just top deck their whole hand, right? So that's absolutely on me. We should just attack them and wait until next turn. They lose the Pokey Stick, then they get another Gohar. We can just bounce both of those up.
Big head, big brain.
They get another Gohar in their hand, right? They're gonna also be able to just smack us with the second Catalyzer, so the darkness is gonna be a 5. And we're in a really bad spot. Yeah, I think we're in a really bad spot now. Let them use their Gohar here if they want to. Vengeance goes bye-bye. We lose second Tristana. How do I get this now? I mean, the good thing is that the opponent's deck is gonna be all... Honestly, this double attack might come clutch with the Absolvers. Yeah, actually, this double attack might come clutch. The good thing is that the opponent's deck is going to be a lot of Gohars, right? So the opponent's gonna have a lot of Gohards in their deck. We can go Tanner, which enables a group shot. Yeah. Okay, so that's there. Another Gohar again. Let's go ahead and go for the group shot to kill the Catalyzer while we can, so that we can play the second Tanner here. Maybe second Tanner is not correct though. Maybe second Tanner is not correct. Because I feel like I need to be able to refill my... I think I'm going to win off the back of the Cavalier plus the Absolver, by the way. I think that is going to be the play that wins me the game. The problem is that the opponent has so many Gohars that I think I'm just going to go ahead and take it like this. Glimpse. Do we let them draw? Do we let them draw? They have a second Glimpse next turn. Okay, it has two Glimpse next turn, I guess. So it has two Glimpse in their hand. We have Rite of Negation. Trixie Tentacle. Okay. They have two more Trixie Tentacles next turn. They're gonna go ahead with the Darkness. Let's go ahead and go like this. Maybe it's the time for us to go for the Cavalier now. So that's another Gohar. They're gonna have another Gohar in their hand. I wanted to play the Darkness before we play this Cavalier. They're gonna have the pack. They're gonna have the pack in their hand. Right? So they're gonna have the pack in their hand. We can Rite of Negation it. Really? I guess they got the Tentacles instead of the pack. So this is gonna be 5. This is gonna be 10. 10 with double Rite of Negation backup, or I guess we can go like this, to be honest. We can go here. We lose the second Absolver. And we keep the Rite of Negation backup. This is gonna be 14. I'm okay with that. We lose the Mayor. We have the Rite of Negation, which could let us there. Connie's gonna go for stun. We Rite of Negation. And this is gonna be down to 1, and then the impact finishes the game. Opponent has another stun in their hand, which is enough to actually kill my unit. So now we just need a Poke Stick draw. I guess opponent has the Darkness. Opponent has the... opponent could have the Gohar to heal, right? Could have the pack here as well. A second of Silver. We know they have the stun. We know they're gonna have double stun in their hand. Battle Feast does give them the heal. We have the Absolver now. They have another double Battle Feast next turn. They can just double stun. We're forced to block here. They might just go for lethal. No way. No way. I think opponent just lost the game off of that. I think opponent just lost the game off of that, because now I can go Absolver and have Rite of Negation to stop everything that the opponent wants to do. We can present the first Absolver first. And now we can put the second Absolver on the Mayor, because opponent decided not to block. Yeah. So then we go here. And Poke Stick. I want the opponent to commit something else before we commit the Rite of Negation. Because he's going to stop both of the Battle Feasts. And here it is. And then we Rite of Negation and we stop all 3 Battle Feasts. And that's game. Interesting deck, but the opponent having all those Gohars early on actually screwed them over. Because we actually ended up getting the second Poke Stick as well. And oh, they got so greedy not blocking. Like, they got so greedy not blocking here when they absolutely needed to. So, I'll take it. GG's. In this match, we're going against Aatrox Bilgewater. So, this is going to be the Revelear's Feast deck that I've seen running around. I like the Grandfather Fate and the Group Shot. I think the Grumble Slugs can wait for later. I like the Group Shot because it allows me to potentially kill here on turn 1 their turn 1 play, right? Assuming that they don't hit an equipment. They also do have a lot of like 1 health units, right? So it helps us do exactly that. Okay, we can't kill that one unfortunately because he has 2 health, but the idea obviously with this deck is that they're gonna have a lot of 1-drops, then play the Weapon's Feast, and kind of get value that way. We're gonna go Grandfather Fae first, just so I can go Mayor into Hungry Alka next turn. And then we can just wait for the Teemo for later. It sucks as we potentially take another 4 here. Okay, we'll potentially take another 5 here. Am I okay with the 5? Am I okay with the 5? I think I'm okay with the 5. I think I'm okay with the 5. I like the double Wandering Shepherd. I think I want cheap blockers at this point. I don't think I want... yeah, we couldn't have stopped that anyway. I guess we could have. We could have gone like Pokey plus Group Shot to kill it, but I don't think it's necessary. Oh, we also messed up. We didn't play the Hungry Alka last turn. Okay. Well, that's on me. Let's go ahead and play the Teemo and then just play the Grandfather Fae. We can still play Hungry Alka afterwards. You give it to the Mayor. You get Spellshield too. That sucks. Let's go Fearsome. Then we go Hungry Alka, I guess. And then we attack with everything. I guess if this is gonna die... Well, I kind of don't want to attack with everything. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't want to attack with everything because if I do, opponent can just block with the Butcher, and they get that equipment right back into their hand anyways. We get Tristana, which is great. They get to tag the Teemo, but if they drag the Teemo, no, because they do have access to. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go Tristana. The problem here is if they have another. If they have another 1-drop, right? If they have another 1-drop, they'll tag the Tristana and they can kill it. If it's just like this, I think this is fine. We have 2 options. Because the Mayor's dying here, we have to kind of just go like this. Yeah, I think we go here and just keep the Group Shot. It kills the Steam anyways. My concern is if the opponent has another 1-drop, I'm actually in big trouble. Yeah, if the opponent has another 1-drop, I'm in big trouble because he tags, yeah, and of course they do. It's gonna attack the Tristana. They should always attack with the one that has Spell Shield to play around the Group Shot. If they don't, then we punish it with the Group Shot.
The dead don't need riches.
Okay, never mind. Opponent is gaming, I guess. Always attack with the Spell Shield unit. I guess they want to keep their Steam alive, right? They want to keep, yeah, they want to keep their Steam alive so that they can keep giving vulnerable to my units. It makes sense, but it's causing you to get punished here. I get why they did it, right? They're able to keep the Steam to give Spell Shield. I mean, to give vulnerable to stuff. We can go Voice of the Risen, I guess. Make our units be bigger threats, including Grandfather Fae. Yeah, so we can go Voice of the Risen here. Everything gets +2. We can start pushing a lot of damage. This Aatrox is a problem, but we can push a lot of damage here. By also dropping down the bird. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if we go like this, this is gonna die anyways, right? At least I'm forcing them to trade. If they don't trade, some of these units are gonna die. Yeah, this is gonna die regardless. I'm down to take them down to 9. The Tristana is gonna die. I just need to set them down low enough that I can potentially win with like a supercharged amulet combo. They're gonna give me the Steam this time. So they're taking a lot less damage. They will have the Solani. Right? So they will have the Solani and they will also have the Tentacle, which is gonna be a 3 health. They need to put in equipment because they need something to be able to kill this. Yep, there we go. They need to put the equipment on it because that's the only way they can kill the Tristana. They can drag this for free and kill it with the Tentacle. No, the Tentacle's only going to have 1 HP. We lose the Tristana, but we get the Mayor again, and we get a Wandering Shepherd. Opponent doesn't have a lot of blockers. Sure. I'll take it. I mean, the Tentacle staying alive is not a big deal to me. I kind of like the Tanner. But the Poro Sled is so good because we'll be able to actually play the Fearsome on the Poro Sled, right? So we can go here. I guess the Fearsome's not gonna matter. We can just try to see if we get another equipment that we can put on it and have the supercharge. Now, Aatrox is still a problem, right? Aatrox is still a problem here. So Scout is not bad. Scout is not bad because we can put the supercharge. We'll get the Poro out of it. So we can go like this. Have Overwhelm plus Scout and Elusive as well. This is going to push at least 4. This is 5. And then we can put the Amulet on the Poro to push 2 more damage. This has Spell Shield, so it's chilling. It does the impact twice. Opponent should play Solani here. That's the only out. It protects them against the Overwhelm, right? So they have to play the Solani. Like, just straight up play her. They only have 2 blockers. We're gonna push 3 here, 4.
We have waited so long, Solani. And now peace is just moments.
We get another Poro here. This should get us there. So the impact 3, that's 4, 5. Okay, it's just lethal straight up how it is. Yeah, you have to block the Overwhelm. Opponent, you have to block the Overwhelm. Thank you. Yeah, they go down to 2. So they go down to 2. We have 2 options. We can kill the Solani with the Pokestick to survive, and then just attack with the Elusive again next turn, which is probably the play, right? Yeah, we just kill Solani when they commit the attack, right? We kill the Solani when they commit the attack. Unless, okay, never mind. We just go Pokestick. I was gonna say unless we draw another Pokestick, but the Shroom also does it. So here we can just go like this. Do they have any lifesteal? I don't think so, right? Do they have any heal? They don't. If they had any heal, they could also heal the Solani and also win the game. So we just go Poke, we have Rite of Negation, and that's game. We were able to go a little bit wider than them, and that's the only reason we were able to kind of pull through with that win. So GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Vayne, Aatrox, and Quinn. So we kind of like the equipment, you know, the equipment nonsense that we all know and love. We have a lot of blockers. We have a lot of attackers here with the Grandfather Face and the Hungry Owlcats, and maybe we actually keep this hand. I kind of feel like I want to get the... Maybe it's actually better to have gone for the Tristana play. Okay, opponent kept 3 cards, so it's a good chance that they have... It's a very good chance that they actually have access to the Brow Win, right? So they could have access to the Brow Win here. We did get the Tristana anyways. So there's one problem with the Grandfather Fade. We're gonna get hit by the Brow Win, right? I think we still go for it. We can attack here. Opponent has to still play a card, which lets me play the second Grandfather Fade. Because I need to give this the Challenger. So we can still play the second Grandfather Fade here. And then still have the Hungry Owlcat. You kill one of these 2. You have to kill this one, because that way you still have 2 HP to be able to actually kill the second one. Next, and then we play the Hungry Owlcat. And just like that, Tristana is already leveled up, which enables our Absorber. So we play the third Angry Owlcat. And then we play Tristana. And Tristana on the field is going to be really good for us, because again, she's going to be leveled up. And she's also kind of ridiculous here. Opponent kind of has a hard time dealing with this board right now, because they need to be able to block this Tristana, right? They need to be able to block this Tristana. If they take this damage with the Bane, it sets up for the Pokestick. If they take damage here, we sets us up to be able to block. They're gonna let go of the Brow Win. They're gonna take the 7, and we have Absorber. I don't think that's correct. All you do here... Oh my goodness. I don't know if that's correct from the opponent. Oh my goodness. And we draw the Buster Shot, so we can actually kill the Defector, which doesn't have an equipment anyways. Or we can just save and play the second Tristana after. We can play Gnar here to buff Tristana even more. And no matter what, you're gonna... Okay, so they could have a strike. We could also just play the Walking Sands. But that seems a little bit odd. I think we just slap it. I think we just slap it here. Opponent's not able to play that equipment again. And we still have the Poke Stick for the Vayne if we need to. Okay. So we still have the Poke Stick for the Vayne. Question here is, do we let this get buffed up by an equipment? Let's say that the opponent has the Aegis. I wanted to play another equipment on it. I'm hoping that they have a quick attack, right? The Tristana is not in any threat. They don't have anything. So let's just go ahead and just play the Gnar. Gives the Tristana another +1. The Gnar now also has a lot of damage here. And we should just attack with everything. Opponent's gonna have to have single combat. We have the Absolver. So you need to have exactly single combat. They need to have exactly single combat. Do we play around it? So if they have single combat, they get to kill the Tristana because it's gonna have only 6 HP. So they get to kill the Tristana with single combat. They lose their Aatrox. If we don't do anything, we push the 8, but then we give them more chances to be able to kill us. I think we go for the Absolver. I think we go for the lethal, force them to have it. They lose the Aatrox. And we still keep the Gnar, and we keep the Grandfather Fate. They don't have it, and we... Because even if the opponent goes for the single combat, we still have a big Gnar on the field, and we still also keep the Grandfather Fate. So I still think we're in a really good position. And the single combat, the heal from the Aatrox wouldn't have counted, because we would still have the impact from the Tristana triggering. And that takes us to 310 LP. And let me check. I think that gets me to top 50 for sure now. There we go. Rank 34. I think this is going to be our last gameplay video of the season. So I guess we're going to finish the season at top 50, which gives me access to a title, which is pretty nice. I don't think I have time to go to top 8 because top 8 is 600. Because I think that's a different title if you finish like top 8 versus finishing top 100. But it's fine. We finished top 50/top 100. We get the title, and I think I'm chilling with that. For just like on Saturday, on Monday I will do like I guess like a reaction video where we just react to the new champion that got revealed. So yeah, I'll see you all on Monday, and then again on Tuesday for the patch notes breakdown. Enjoy. Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's games. Hope you got to see exactly what this Tristana deck actually gets to do. We got a lot of those Absolver plays that just put a lot of pressure on the opponent. Tristana, this deck feels really good. This deck feels legit because the Tristana and the Gnar level up so easily. You're able to just slap those Absolvers, enable that Absolver really nice. You also have access to so many hungry outcasts between the Commando and the Grandfather Fate that you end up getting a lot of blockers, as you saw against that elite game that we were able to just completely chump block everything that the opponent wanted to do, no matter how big their units get. So you get a lot of value with this, which again ends up working out really well in this type of deck style. And then you just get a really big Tristana and just push through and finish the game, as you saw in multiple games in this video. Aside from that, though, intentional mulligan, I do think Tristana is super important, especially because, again, the earlier you level her up, the better your units get. So I do like keeping Tristana, but I also like keeping the Grandfather Fate. So we're looking for Grandfather Fate, Bando Commando, Mayor, and Tristana. Ideally, you just want to look for your units early, because you do have enough spells, but you want to dread your spells and your very expensive units later on in the game. So just look for your early units. Again, Commando, Grandfather Fate, Mayor, and Tristana to kind of get started. And the rest can just come as they come. Aside from that, though, there's not a lot of strategy that can be done here. You saw against the Darkness player and against the Norra Veigar as well. You want to just keep your Rite of Negations, keep your Absolver for your big lethal turn, right? So just keep in mind that a strategy that it's better to use those things when you're actually going for lethal rather than just to keep your unit alive. Because a lot of times it's going to be really difficult for the opponent to be able to actually deal with Tristana once she's so big and you have access to like Rite of Negation, and Absorber as a backup to actually protect us. So you're just gonna keep that in mind as you play this deck. Yeah, I think that's all we have for now. Tomorrow, as I said at the end of the last game, we'll do another champion reveal reaction, and then on Tuesday we'll do our usual patch, breakdown, and then kind of give you all some deck recommendations. So I hope you enjoyed today's games. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LoR videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We stream every now and then, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.